What's up everybody, this is the Refined Trader back with another video, and today I'm gonna break down a CL Trader token stream. And for the people that don't know, I live trade every day at 9:30. So yeah, without further ado, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let's get to it. And if you really look at CL last month, which is December, like kind of that December monthly candle closed at C2, and we're just seeing that expansion now. Shallow opposing round, which is something I love to see, with a big body, which is all we want to trade, is that shallow opposing run that supports expansion. And yeah, what we've been seeing is just kind of breaks supporting new invalidation levels. And what we just had, we had a change in state, we had a auto block formation here, confirmed the auto block with the Friday's candle. Monday formed the open low, which supports now a bullish weekly candle because the first day closed bearish. Most likely we're gonna have the open low, which we did. And this is Tuesday, so now the Tuesday candle already printed. But if you really check, I took my trade here. This is the daily open. So if price wants to reverse, this is the only area we'll do it from. And if you really check, same on HO and same on RB. RB is a lot cleaner. We kind of had that range. We did not kind of trade into that range low, but we still took out a relevant swing here, which is previous daily low within that range. So it was a really one-sided narrative from lows to either previous daily high, or if we see a failure to manipulate, we can go back to Wednesday high, which is the 14th January. Dropping down to 4 hour. What do we see? So what do we got here? And if you really check also on HO, now we're trading within that C2, that monthly C2. So again, that monthly candle still haven't closed. We still got today because this is Friday now. So this is the 30th. Now I'm recording this video. So we got a CIC. So again, we're just seeing that bullish overflow, like clean expansions. And yep, dropping down to 4 hour. Again, I only trade the 10 a.m. candle. Coming into today, what I saw is we just traded into a relevant swing. So again, if price wants to reverse, where will it do it from? Now we just formed a new high of week. Not only that, we have a two-stage PSP. We got the PSP and we got an SMT. So if price wants to reverse, this is the perfect area we'll do it from. We traded above a relevant swing. We're forming the high of week / the high of day, two-stage PSP. So now this is like really ideal for reversal. Or what we want to see, a failure to manipulate and for price to continue higher. So, and again, we have that two-stage on both sides. So you can see the two-stage here to look for reversals, or you can also look at this one. That's why the daily narrative comes in handy. We'll just trade below a relevant swing, which is previous daily low. I'm just gonna go ahead and mark that out. Blue. Go on 4 hour. We formed the low of day. Now the low of day is formed off of a manipulation and confirmed by a change in state here. So now, do we have the two-stage to the highs? Yeah, we do. But will it be the reason that I'm going to change my bias? Not really. Again, I don't go with a bias within the day, but just how the daily profiling, especially with Monday kind of trading lower into, as you guys see right now, we're kind of trading within these gaps. On a daily, we traded back into the order block. And again, if we want to reverse off of the order block, probably we're going to form a swing that we're going to reverse off of. If you guys really check, let me just go to a random piece of price. Somewhere in here, I think I'll be able to find something. Yeah. Traded into an order block. First candle I traded, going to reverse off of the high. Continue. Same. Form a high, then reverse off of it. So that's kind of the case. Order block formed. Traded into the low. Relevant swing. Previous low. So now we got that two-stage. So ideally what I wanted to see, let me see if the CIC is going to work now. Okay, perfect. Ideally what I wanted to see, so the low of day is at 2 a.m. This is a C2, this is a C3. So I'm still expecting a C4, either into the current high of day / week, because again, this is just Tuesday, or into that Wednesday's high, which is, I guess, previous weekly high. If we go to weekly, this is previous weekly high, I guess. Yup, it is. So again, going back to the 4 hour. So what I was anticipating that I really want to see a failure to manipulate, and also we might form another second stage here, like which would be in that case third stage, because we got the first stage, the second stage is PSP, and we might get a third stage here with the PSP, with the RB, because RB is closing bearish compared to the closing price and also the low. It's a bit close proximity, so maybe by the time we're gonna get that open low, we're gonna form that third stage. Or you can just look at it as the PSP followed by a second stage. Okay, so that's what I was really looking at. I really wanted to see if there were too many places, especially that would confirm the low of day with a 4-hour change in state, 2-stage PSP. Looking at hourly, not the daily. What do we got? A new invalidation level, which is the gap. 30-minute. Again, we just traded into that level, reversed, and literally, that's literally right away I took that trade. So the previous 4-hour closes C3. Now I'm aligned with that daily candle. The daily candle is bullish because this is the daily open. Perfect open low, shallow opposing run, trading away from the low of day, aligned with the daily and the 4-hour. Going to 30-minute. What do we have? A PSP off of a gap. So in that case, that's all what I want to see. Coming in into 10 a.m. So I think I was done here by 11 or something. So now right away, just drop down to the 3-minute. But there was something I really wanted to see, which is RB taking out that low, which would give us that second stage. And that would be ideal. Especially that there's kind of no level here to kind of to form the CISD. So the only thing I would like to see is probably something like this. And this is literally, again, all mentioned live on stream. So that's what actually ended up happening. So I was waiting for that second stage because there's no gap here to kind of trade away from. So I keep waiting. If you really check, we had the sweep here. So some people might take this one, but it's still not valid. Why? Because we kind of reverse off of a low, which is not something I can trust. And we have these fairy swings on RB, also HO. There are no gaps here, so there is no expansion here yet. So if you really check, continue with price. Now what do we have? Price shading below. So what do we have? If you really check at that low, this is that low. And now if you look into 30-minute, the first stage is the PSP. Now we got a second stage, which is the SMT, and this candle seems like it's gonna close as a PSP too. So if you go to 3-minute, what time is it? 21. So now the only thing I didn't like is the fact that we kind of formed equal lows, but I did not really care that much, especially with the fact that we had this SMT. So now I was like, I can only trust these equal lows first if price started expanding. Now this is the only thing I want to see. If we get that CSD now we can trust these equal lows, and now I can trust this SMT holding. And that's actually what ended up happening. Price just expanded higher. We had the CSD here, and yep, I took the retest. And again, due to the fact that YM did me dirty and I put my stop on YM and I got taken out, I actually decided to put my stop at the low, and I went for the 2R, which is just above the high. So you can either go for that high as a first target, or you can go for the next relevant swing with the anticipation that this is the failure to manipulate. And what ended up actually happening is the following. So you could have also went for the high, or you could have gotten a better entry, like an earlier entry on an M5, which could have been like the entry here, stop here, or put it at the body. That could have been perfect, and you could have got out like 3.4. But again, because I took that trade on YM, I was like, you know what, let me secure this win, and then we'll see what's up with stops at the body. So yeah, what ended up doing, create limit order. I think, I don't remember, I got in with like 2 contracts or something, but it was like a $900 win. And if we really put the sell here, again, let's just let it do its thing. So, oh, and I will show you guys my exit. So remember, HO, we got the high. So price ended up trading back into my entry, and these are the type of entries that I like. Just trade, reverse. And my TP was here to get to R, just above that level. If you really push price here, what we'll see is that HO had like some equal highs. Yep, I remember. It had like literally equal highs, and I was like, okay. CL is a little bit far from the high. RB started expanding. I also wanted to take RB. It was really good to take it to that high, but it just CIC and it closed here. So I'll have to put my stop somewhere in here. So you will kind of kill RR. If you really check, like my 2R will be here. So the idea of going for like further targets is just to maximize RR, but in that case it would still be like 2.45 R, so it's not really worth it. So ended up having equal highs on HO, and literally within that candle, I guess there was a candle that took out the equal highs. This is when I got out, but I did not get out here. I got out somewhere in here, I guess. Like the minute I heard the alarm went off on HO, I was like, you know what, let me take it off, and it was somewhere in here, just around that region, just shy of 2R. So it was like 1.8, 1.9, I don't remember. But yeah, it wasn't that full 2R. And what ended up happening is this. So price did actually, I think, manage to get to the high later on. Yep, it did. So you could have held the trade a little bit further, or could have put your stop at the body. If we're going for 5R, or you could have went for the 5 minute, the retest, which could have been here. Again, same stop at the body, which could have been a 7R. So it's just really crazy to see like the amount of RR we can just get by kind of changing, tweaking things. But yeah, like that was my entry, and I'm happy with the result that I got. And yep, that was really it for that trade. It was a beautiful clean trade, and I was done by 11:24. So yeah, I would say somewhere in here for stream, but I just closed the stream like 15 minutes after. So yeah, if you guys like the trade breakdown, and RB also like that expansion back to the highs, each also just expanded. So these are the kind of trades you want, like the daily shallow opposing run aligned to with the monthly profile. And look where price is at now. Look at that. Can you imagine? Like just a straight expansion. So that could have been like an insane trade. So yeah, that's really it for that trade. If you guys took some value from it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and see you guys today on a live stream. Take care.